Imagine this for a moment. You wake up one morning, and something feels different. You try to get out of bed, but your legs don't feel as strong as they used to. You reach for a chair, but your balance feels unsteady. And suddenly, a simple movement that should take seconds feels like a challenge. For millions of people over 80, this is not just a bad day, it's a reality. And here's the frightening truth. Weakness, loss of balance, and limited mobility are some of the biggest threats to independence and quality of life after 80. They can shorten your lifespan and steal away the freedom you've worked for all your life. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Even at 80, 85, or even 90 years old, your body is capable of change. You can rebuild strength. You can restore balance. You can improve mobility. And yes, you can extend your life. Today, I'm going to share 3 simple exercises that science has shown can make a life-changing difference. Now, before we dive in, let me say this. The fact that you're watching this right now makes you very special. Most people your age don't take the time to learn new things for their health. Many ignore the warning signs until it's too late. But not you. You're here, listening, ready to take action. That alone puts you ahead of the curve. You should feel proud, because simply by being here, you've already taken the first step to adding more strong, independent years to your life. Now, stay with me until the very end of this video, because the third exercise I'll share with you may surprise you. It's simple, it doesn't require any equipment, but it might just be the most powerful of them all. And I don't want you to miss it. But first, let's talk about why this matters so much. After 80, the biggest risk factor for losing independence isn't age itself, it's weakness. Weakness leads to poor balance. Poor balance leads to falls. And falls are the #1 cause of serious injury in seniors. A single fall can land you in the hospital, and for many, it marks the beginning of a downward spiral. But the opposite is also true. Strength leads to confidence. Balance leads to freedom. Mobility leads to independence. And when you move well, you live longer. That's why these exercises are so powerful. They target the exact areas that keep you steady, strong, and mobile. So let's begin with the first exercise. I want you to imagine standing up from a chair. Seems simple, right? But here's what you may not know. This movement, called the sit-to-stand, is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity in seniors. Studies show that people who can perform sit-to-stand movements with control and strength live longer and maintain independence longer. Why? Because it trains your legs, your core, and your balance all at once. Every time you get up from a chair, you're practicing the same movement. Here's how you can do it safely at home. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest or place your hands lightly on your thighs. Then slowly stand up, using your legs as much as possible. Pause at the top, then slowly sit back down. That's 1 rep. If this feels too hard, keep your hands on the armrests for support. If it feels too easy, try doing it without using your hands at all. Start with 5 repetitions and work your way up to 10. This simple movement strengthens your thighs, hips, and core. And those muscles are your foundation for walking, climbing stairs, and keeping your balance. Now, you might be thinking, but I already get up and down from chairs every day. Why should I do this exercise? The answer is simple: intention. When you practice sit-to-stands as an exercise, you're not just moving. You're training your muscles to be stronger, more controlled, and more reliable. And that difference could add years to your independence. If this sounds helpful already, pause for just a second and give this video a thumbs up. That simple click helps spread this message to thousands of other seniors who need it. You could be saving someone else's independence just by liking this video. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit subscribe. Every week, I share simple, practical tips designed just for seniors. Tips that can keep you stronger, healthier, and more independent. Don't miss the next one. Now, let's move to the second exercise. This one is all about balance, because balance is often the first thing people lose as they age. You might not notice it right away, but maybe you wobble a little more when you stand. Maybe you feel nervous stepping off a curb. That's your body telling you your balance needs attention. And here's why that's important. If you lose your balance, you risk falling. And if you fall, you risk losing your independence. But the good news is, balance can be trained at any age, even at 80 and beyond. One of the best exercises for this is called the tandem stance. Here's how you do it. Stand near a wall or a sturdy chair for support. Place one foot directly in front of the other, like you're standing on a tightrope. Hold that position for as long as you can. Aim for 10 to 20 seconds, then switch feet. At first, you might wobble. That's okay. That wobbling is your brain and body learning to stabilize. With practice, you'll get steadier. And as you improve, you'll notice a huge difference in your confidence while walking, turning, and moving around your home. Now, let me share a little story. A woman named Helen, who is 84, started doing this exercise just a few minutes a day. At first, she could barely hold the position for 5 seconds without grabbing the wall. But within 3 weeks, she was holding it for 30 seconds with no support. She told me she felt more confident walking outside again, something she had stopped doing out of fear. That's the kind of change these exercises can bring. If you're trying this while watching, take a moment to comment below and let me know how long you were able to hold the tandem stance. Was it 5 seconds? 10? 20? Share your result. You'll inspire someone else to give it a try. And remember, there's no such thing as failing. The fact that you're trying makes you extraordinary. Now, stay with me, because the third exercise I'm about to share may surprise you. Most people don't think of it as exercise at all, but it's one of the most powerful movements you can do to extend your life. I'll share it with you in just a moment, but before I do, let me remind you again, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. You don't want to miss the weekly tips and exercises that can help you stay independent and add years to your life. So go ahead, hit that button now. Now let's talk about the third exercise, the one that might surprise you. It doesn't require fancy equipment. It doesn't even require much space. And yet, it could be the most powerful life-extending exercise you'll ever do. It's simply walking. That's right, walking. Now, don't dismiss it because it sounds too easy. Science has shown over and over again that regular walking is one of the strongest predictors of longevity, especially after 80. It strengthens your legs, boosts your heart health, improves lung capacity, enhances brain function, and even lifts your mood. Every step you take is like a small investment in more years of life. The beauty of walking is that it can be adapted to your level. Maybe you can go for 20 minutes outside in the fresh air. Maybe you can only manage 5 minutes inside your home. Either way, it counts. Every step matters. And here's the encouraging part. Studies show that seniors who walk daily, even short distances, reduce their risk of death by as much as 30%. That's huge. Imagine adding years to your life simply by making walking a daily habit. Here's how to get started safely. If you're not used to walking much, begin with just 5 minutes around your home. Hold on to furniture or walls if you need support. As you gain confidence, increase to 10 minutes, then 15. If you can go outside, even better. The fresh air and sunlight do wonders for your health. And if walking feels too easy, try adding a slight challenge by marching in place for 1 minute, lifting your knees just a little higher. That small tweak will wake up your muscles and get your heart pumping. Now, let me share a powerful story. George, who is 87, started walking just 5 minutes a day after being told by his doctor that he was losing muscle too quickly. Within 2 months, he was walking 25 minutes every morning. Not only did he feel stronger, but his doctor said his blood pressure had improved, his mood was better, and his balance had steadied. George told me, "I feel like I've added years back to my life." And the truth is, he probably has. So here's your challenge. After this video, I want you to get up and take a short walk. Even if it's just across your living room and back. Do that today. Then tomorrow, add a little more. By the end of the week, you'll notice the difference. And by the end of the month, you may feel years younger. Now let me pause here and say something important. If you've made it this far into the video, you're truly special. Most people don't stick around this long. But you did. That means you're serious about your health, about your independence, and about your future. That dedication sets you apart. So give yourself some credit. You're not just a viewer, you're someone who takes action. And that deserves celebration. Speaking of action, take a quick moment to like this video right now. That small action helps spread this message to thousands more seniors who need it. And I promise you, there are people out there right now, maybe your age or older, who have no idea that such simple exercises could literally extend their life. By liking and sharing this, you might be the reason they discover it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if it's too late for me? And I want to address that head on. It's not too late. Your body is more resilient than you realize. Even if you've been inactive for years, even if you feel weaker than ever, you can still improve. Muscles respond to training at any age. Balance can be rebuilt. Endurance can be restored. The human body is designed to adapt. And that's the magic. You can start today and still see results in weeks. Of course, there may be challenges. Some of you might feel pain when you move. Some might feel nervous about trying something new. That's why I want you to remember this. Safety comes first. Always hold onto a wall or chair if needed. Always move at your own pace. And most importantly, consult your doctor before starting if you're unsure. This video is here to guide you, but your healthcare provider knows your unique needs best. Now let's tie everything together. We've covered 3 powerful exercises: sit to stand, tandem stance, and walking. These 3 cover strength, balance, and endurance, the foundation of independence and longevity. If you practice them regularly, you're not just exercising. You're building a future where you stay on your feet, keep your freedom, and enjoy life to the fullest. Think of it this way. Every sit to stand is like adding coins to your strength bank. Every tandem stance is like sharpening your balance shield. Every step you take while walking is like extending your life clock, ticking forward in your favor. And the best part is, you don't need hours every day. Just a few minutes of focused effort can change everything. Before we continue, I want to ask you something. Who do you know who needs this information? A spouse? A friend? Maybe a neighbor who's slowing down? Share this video with them today. You might be the reason they add years to their life. That's a powerful gift. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell. Each week, you'll get simple, senior-friendly exercises and health tips designed to keep you stronger, safer, and more independent. Don't miss what's coming next. It could be just what you need. Now, here's something else I want you to think about. What will your life look like in 10 years? Will you be sitting on the sidelines, watching others live life? Or will you be up on your feet, walking, moving, laughing, and enjoying your independence? The choices you make today, right now, determine that future. And by watching this video, you've already made a choice in favor of strength and longevity. That makes you exceptional. So here's what I want you to do. Comment below with one small commitment you'll make today. Maybe it's doing 5 sit-to-stands. Maybe it's holding a tandem stance for 10 seconds. Maybe it's walking across the room twice. Whatever it is, write it down. By putting it in the comments, you're not just telling me, you're telling yourself. You're creating accountability. And you'll inspire others who read it. And remember this: progress, not perfection. It doesn't matter if you wobble. It doesn't matter if you can only do 1 rep. It doesn't matter if you need support. What matters is that you try. Because every attempt is progress. Every attempt is proof that you're fighting for your health. And that fight is worth everything. You've now learned 3 life-extending exercises: sit to stand, tandem stance, and walking. But here's the secret. These aren't just exercises. They are habits. They're daily choices that build the foundation for your independence. And when you stack them together, they become a powerful shield against weakness, against falls, and against the slow decline that steals freedom from so many people after 80. Now, let me ask you something important. Have you ever seen someone your age who gave up too soon? Maybe they stopped moving, stopped exercising, and within a year or 2, their health declined quickly. Maybe you've even promised yourself, that won't be me. Well, guess what? You're proving that right now. By watching this video, by learning and preparing to act, you're drawing a line in the sand. You're saying, I will not give up. I will not let age steal my independence. And that decision is powerful. So let's make it practical. I want you to imagine your week. 7 days, 24 hours each. You don't need hours of exercise to change your future. All you need is a few minutes each day. Here's a simple plan. Day 1, do 5 sit-to-stands. Day 2, hold a tandem stance for 10 seconds on each side. Day 3, walk for 5 minutes. Then repeat. As you get stronger, increase the numbers. 10 sit-to-stands. 20 seconds tandem stance. 10 minutes walking. Small, steady progress is the key. And in just a few weeks, you'll feel the difference. Your legs will feel stronger. Your balance will feel steadier. Your confidence will grow. And that confidence will spill over into every part of your life. Now, here's something that may surprise you. Exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it strengthens your brain. That's right. Every time you challenge your muscles, you're also challenging your mind. Balance exercises improve coordination. Strength exercises improve focus. Walking improves memory and mood. So when you do these movements, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. If this is resonating with you, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It's such a simple action, but it helps this message reach more people like you. And believe me, there are millions of seniors who desperately need this encouragement. By liking this video, you're helping them find it. Now let me tell you about a man named Robert. He was 89 when he started a simple program of sit-to-stands, tandem stands, and daily walking. At first, he struggled. He needed a walker to get around, and he could barely manage one sit-to-stand without using his arms. But he kept at it. Day after day, little by little, he improved. 6 months later, he was walking around the block without his walker. His doctor told him his heart health had improved, his balance had stabilized, and his mood was brighter than ever. Robert told me, "I feel like I've been given a second chance at life." And you know what? That's the power of consistent effort. If Robert can do it at 89, you can do it too. Now, you might still be wondering, can these exercises really add years to my life? The answer is yes. Research has shown that seniors who maintain strength, balance, and endurance live longer and enjoy more independence. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder or an athlete. It's about keeping the ability to do what matters most, getting out of bed, walking to the kitchen, going to the store, visiting with friends, playing with grandkids. Those small freedoms are what make life rich. And by protecting them, you're protecting your future. Before we wrap up, let me ask you again, who do you know who needs this? Maybe a spouse, maybe a sibling, maybe a friend at church or in your community. Don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with them right now. You could be giving them the tools to add years to their life. And don't forget to subscribe. If you've made it this far into the video, you clearly care about your health and independence. By subscribing, you'll get regular tips and exercises designed just for you. Simple, safe, and effective. Tips that could make the difference between a life of strength and freedom or a life limited by weakness. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button now. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. You've come a long way just by watching this video. You've faced the truth about the dangers of weakness and falls. You've learned 3 powerful exercises that can extend your life. And you've been reminded that it's never too late to start. That's a lot to take in. But here's the most important thing. You are capable of change. No matter your age, no matter your current condition, you can improve. And the fact that you're still here, listening, proves you have the courage to try. So here's my challenge to you. Starting today, commit to practicing these exercises every single day. Even if it's just one sit-to-stand. Even if it's just 5 seconds of balance. Even if it's just a short walk across the room. Do it daily. Because small steps, repeated consistently, create big changes. And remember this, you are not alone. Thousands of people your age are on the same journey. And by joining in, you're part of a movement of seniors who refuse to let age define them, who refuse to give up, who are choosing strength, independence, and life. You belong to that movement. And that makes you extraordinary. As we close, let me remind you of something powerful. Age is just a number. It does not define your future. What defines your future are the choices you make today. And by watching this video, by learning and preparing to act, you've made a choice for health, for independence, and for life. So here's your final call to action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you love. Remember, your health is your independence. And by watching this, you've taken the first step to adding years to your life. Stay strong, stay steady, and I'll see you in the next video. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting any new exercise program, especially if you are over 80 or have medical conditions.